All right. Welcome everyone. Hey Hamza, how's it
Hey guys.
going? This is our first fireside chat. We're super excited to have someone from Polygon here to be with us. Um, Hamza, welcome again. Thank you for agreeing to do this. Uh,
Sure.
this whole series and these whole fireside chats is all to get or let people get to know the community, um, the community around Polygon, the community around the things that y'all are doing, and the really cool things that are going on. So I wanted to start off with something easy. Who is Hamza? Who is Hamzah Khan?
Uh, okay, that has been changing a lot for the past couple of years actually. So, I mean, yeah, like I started off with my engineering. I have an engineering background as a mechanical. I have my majors in mechanical, and then I did my minors in computer science. So in my college, so I started my career basically in investment banking. I was working with Citibank for about a year and a half, 2 years around in Bangalore. So I was building models, mathematical models for the business, but it was kind of getting boring. This was 2019, I believe, late 2019, and then I had a chance to go to Dubai to work for some time, and I think that really so that was a contract job, but that really like the move from India, right? That was a move, and I did not anticipate it because what happened later on, like in 2020, what all happened, COVID, lockdowns, everything. So those 3 months became almost a year. I was stuck there, but that when I was stuck there, I think I learned a lot because I was practically alone there. I had some friends, but that I learned a lot over there. How things moved in 2020, how, and then like I think I had crypto. I had some background in crypto in the 2017 bull cycle. Did some trading, but not too much into it back then. But I think 2020 I started understanding the monetary system basically, like or the quantitative easing that's happening, and money printing in the system, and then why the Bitcoin narrative makes sense. So I think that really attracted me to crypto, and going ahead into late 2020, and that's when I was doing trades on Uniswap, and then I think the gas fees were not that much, but when you see your fees.wtf page after a couple of months, and then you realize, holy shit, what the hell is this? It's you add a magnitude, basically it gets added to your fees that you have paid. And then I think that's what attracted me to a layer 2 solution like Polygon, and I think that's the whole idea, the whole journey basically.
Yeah, got you. No, awesome. I think Ben, you might have
Yeah,
something to say
we
about.
might have some similar backgrounds here. I
Oh,
do have banking experience as well. I come from city actually too, so that's
from
that's
where? Sorry.
quite a surprise, huh?
So from where your background in?
From city,
Sorry,
Citibank.
city. Oh, really? Which business?
Yeah, what a coincidence. I mean, I guess it's a very global bank, right?
Which business?
Banking as well.
Nice. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's good. That's
Yeah, so you were talking a little bit about your time in the banking world. What was the first exchange that you traded on?
Binance, I think. The Indian version, I think I did it on WazirX, which is like the Indian, I
Yeah,
think one of the biggest Indian exchanges. But mainly Binance, I think, yeah. But then I moved, I think September, October, I think I moved to Uniswap, mainly
got
on
you.
chain. And then I
So
haven't gone back to Binance.
the real question is, what did you buy first?
Ethereum, for sure.
Here,
Ethereum.
okay,
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a good answer.
okay, you passed the vibe check.
You got to pay those gas fees, am I right?
Yeah, I didn't buy anything. I think Ethereum was the first thing. Yes.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, tell us a little bit about Polygon. There's a lot that's been happening in the news about Polygon. It's gaining a lot of traction. There's a lot of excitement about it. Yeah, kind of dive a little bit deeper and let the people know what exactly it is, and we'll go from there.
Sure. So Polygon has been in the space for a long period of time. For in the layer 2 space, basically scaling Ethereum space for a long period of time. Like even 2017, I remember when I was in my final year of college. I remember Matic, when it was Matic. I remember Sandeep and these JD, Jayanti Bhai, and all these people, right? They because we as Indians, we looked up to them. So when I was in college, I think Matic was the only Indian company. No, I think there was one exchange, but these were the only people that we could look up to. So I mean, these guys have been like personal heroes. But that's keeping that thing aside. Like Matic started off as a plasma scaling solution. So if you look into the history, I think plasma was one of the first scaling techniques for Ethereum before the CryptoKitties era. Even optimism, if you look into optimism, the history of optimism, so all the people like Carl, those guys started off with the plasma research group. So I think plasma has a very rich heritage of people working. Even Vitalik was extensively involved in the first research, and the people at Matic were one of the core researchers in there. So I think that is where the journey started for Matic. And then then plasma happened, then state channels happened, then POS, the Ethereum 2.0, the POS, moving to POS network, that came into play. And now last year you see optimistic rollups, and then you see ZK rollups as part of the the spectrum of what do you call scaling Ethereum scaling. So what we see is that Ethereum is such a rich and what I would say, and it is such a rich ecosystem that there is no one size fits all. There's no silver bullet to scaling, basically. So the idea with Polygon, with move from Matic to Polygon, I think that is a more important shift in the vision. Is that Matic primarily was a plasma focused project, whereas Polygon, with move to a Polygon, is like we are becoming more and more of a aggregator, like a layer 2 aggregator, which has of course plasma and POS, the networks that have plasma has Augur. Currently Plasma network has Augur, and some of the, which is one of the biggest prediction platform, OGs basically. But the POS network has everything from Aave, Curve, MStable. You guys will be deploying there. All those things are on the POS network. But going ahead, we realize that rollups are the future, optimistic and ZK. So so going ahead, these solutions will also become a part of the SDK, which will actually enhance uh, the multi-sidedness of Polygon. Like that's what the end goal should be. The end goal basically should be that if you are a developer, whether it is Web3, whether it is DeFi, whether it is NFTs, whatever it is, you should have the ability to pick what you want. Something like AWS, if I would put it in a simple phrase. So becoming AWS for layer 2 scaling, I think that would be a good analogy for what Polygon is aiming to become.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that really does kind of frame it well, because I did have questions about why the name change, like why go from Matic to Polygon, and you basically was reinventing yourself.
Yes, it's a vision. It's like more of a broadening of vision and mission, both. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in the future, then, would you expect us to be able to launch private chains on top of Polygon?
Yes. So even that, so enterprise requires those solutions as well. Enterprise would require spinning up their own side chain, own chains, basically their own set of validators and everything. So that will also be a part of the SDK. Yes, of the suite of solutions. Yes.
That's great. It's a very flexible network there.
Yeah. Hedera better watch out.
I know, right? But yeah, I mean, we heard that you guys have been working out of a villa. Can you tell us a little more about like how has it been working directly with your teammates, and also like what's it like over there?
No. So yes, some of the team is working out of the villa, but I think now with the COVID is aggravating. The problem is aggravating. So I think everyone is distributed right now. We were we were, but now I think everyone is isolated and working separately. But yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Quick bit to that is like, what is the culture like within the Polygon team?
I think long. It's a very. I would say, like, I have worked in startups before, not crypto, but I have worked in. Can you see me? I think.
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay. Yep. I have worked in startups before, but I think me personally, what I felt, is the speed. I would say the speed at which the culture, like the ethos of the founders and the core team. I mean, is that you move fast, like because of course that's how crypto works. But even with Matic, I think especially in the last 2 months, you guys have seen like decisions. There's a lot of decision making power with the core members of the team. Like I lead DeFi, so I think there's a lot of autonomy as well as decision making with the individual team members. So I think that gives us a lot of freedom as well as empowerment. So I think that's a very very good way I think startups in general work. So you give responsibility to the people, and then you just trust them to do the right thing. And then of course, if something goes wrong, you are there to help them out, of course. But I think that's the culture. Learning of course, like the founders and everyone, like we stay, like I think till 3-4 a.m. With tech issues. Things are breaking. Yes, things are breaking, but on top of that, but new projects from cross chain, from Ethereum are coming here. So we have to like ensure the fact that they work closely with other projects as well, like Quick Swap, Sushi Swap. We do all the interactions with them. So it's a very open culture, I would say, open as well as very very learning and very cross collaboration, I would say, with the tech business side, tech business solutioning, core protocol side. So everyone gets to understand most of the moving parts. So I think that's what the culture looks like. I think you will learn a lot if you work at a place like this. So that's what I've learned here.
Oh, that's beautiful to hear. I think also one thing that maybe not all of the community or everyone that's watching knows is just how helpful your entire team is with building on Polygon. I think that you have a really fantastic culture of mentorship that you've really built within the entire company, from kind of top down. All
Yes,
honesty.
it's absolutely top down. Like I think it's from Sandeep, JD to everyone down. Yes, agreed. This I would agree 100%.
It really makes you stand out and shine when you're looking at it from a like developer's perspective. And just fantastic group of people at Polygon. Highly recommend anybody looking at building to reach out to y'all and go through that process there. So you did mention a little bit about Quick Swap and Sushi Swap. Like, what part do you see them playing soon?
Soon, like I think they are the most important. Like not Sushi Swap currently, but Quick Swap and Comet Swap and the DEXs, right? I mean, this is where the most of the economic activity happens. I mean, yeah, Aave is there. I mean, that's a lending protocol and everything. That's fine, but the long-tailed assets, the economic activity, the innovation happens on these Quick Swap. People list their tokens and everything. I think that's the most fees is generated. I wouldn't say most fees, but a good amount of fees has been generated, and they are very close partners. So I think QuickSwap and Comet Swap and Smart Dex, all these innovations and all these. So Comet has some great features. Smart Dex has some great features. They are doing some great work with their AI-based decks. Then Define did some great work with their multi-token farming. Now we are working very closely with. I mean, I don't want to leak too much things over here, but but we are working very very closely with Sushi Swap as part of their multi-chain ecosystem. I mean, I think yesterday there was a community proposal from one of our community members on Snapshot that maybe we might see sushi rewards coming up on the Polygon side. So that will be their first. I mean that it's public, so I can talk about it.
You heard it here first.
I mean, yeah, it's public, but yeah, I spoke about it here first. Yes. So yeah, I think some good things will be happening on that front as well. We hope to see all of their products on our side, but I mean, yeah, let's start small. But yeah, I think these are the Legos. Like what? So what when we started, right? So when we started 3-4 months back, the idea was to build these DeFi Legos, dexes, your top dexes, your top lending protocols, your what else? Your lending, something like a harvesting, like a auto farming sort of things. So when you build these, you get those projects over here. Then the ecosystem itself, like you guys are building, like many other farms are coming up. I think every day I'm seeing like 3-4 projects new come up from where I have no clue. That's the power of layer twos. I think. I mean, people are underestimating the power of layer 2 and the power of Ethereum. I think people are it's very underestimated. I would say this.
Yeah. No. Awesome. Let's jump a little forward into kind of there's a lot going on right now. I see kind of how crazy things are getting. What are some emerging trends that you're seeing in the DeFi space?
I think people are very less educated, I would say, on the fact that liquidity is getting fragmented. So you see Polygon is there. This is a layer 2, the only layer 2 that is the only like decentralized and everything. So we are the only layer 2 that has so much traction, correct? Then you have the layer 1s, whatever you may call them, ETH killers or whatever. I want to talk about that. But you see there are a good amount of liquidity there. Then you have something. Give me a minute, okay? Give me a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I feel like every day we see another tweet with more, collaborations between projects and polygons. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys seen those come through, but
I mean, every day my Twitter's that's all I see on my Twitter wall.
Yeah, Aave was a huge one, right? Aave, what are they now? $2 billion locked in like 16 days within Matic. I think that shows like what this community is starting to shape up to be.
Yeah. And then he's back.
Hey, Hamza, all good?
Yeah, all good. I just had ordered coffee. That's it.
No worries.
Nice. How do you take your coffee?
Black, without sugar,
Nice.
nothing.
All right. Puts hair on your chest. No, fantastic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we
were talking about a little bit about how all these projects are coming in, like Aave we mentioned specifically, and yeah, some trends that you're seeing within, I guess, Polygon, maybe more specifically.
I think so. We are working with some projects that that would connect. So yeah, like I was saying, people are very less educated on the fact that the importance of layer 2s and interconnectedness of these layer 2s. Like So there are some really excellent projects, and I don't mean by the price tag or anything, but the utility that these projects will provide, bridges, basically bridges, and these AMMs on top of these bridges. I think those projects will, and the UX of those projects will bring the next 10-20 million users on board. So you see projects like Hop Protocol, you see projects like Connext, the bridge that is between BSC and Polygon, Expolinate. Then you see projects like I mean, these two, I love these two guys. I mean, these two projects are excellent. We are working very, very closely with them. Then you see projects like ChainSafe, which is another bridge that allows you to communicate not just the tokens, but in metadata, basically the information from L1 to L2 or L1 to L1, whatever it is. So I think that is an emerging trend that I see in terms of infrastructure, and then DeFi will be built on top of it. So I think that is one very, very interesting thing personally for me. Then when you have this interconnectedness, I think lending, cross-chain lending, cross-chain aggregation, cross-chain, this is becoming a big, like, there are some great projects that we are working with. And these are like very early stages projects that will, uh, like do cross-chain lending arbitrages and all those things. Like you imagine Aave going cross-chain and then connected with the same lending rates. So Aave L1 is separate, Aave L2 is separate currently. But
Yeah.
going ahead, you might see protocols on a layer 0 level. So there is one very interesting project that I'm particularly very, very interested in. We speak a lot there. So those are very sitting on top of these layer 2 and layer 1s. We'll see some very good things happening. That is the second thing, I think. And I think I think synthetics is one project, not the SNX, but like the entire suite of things that can be built with a off-chain Oracle or something like that. I think that is, I personally look very closely to that. I think yeah, that's what the three things I personally look into.
Yeah. So moving forward on that interconnectedness, topic, what about on ramps? Could we see like bank
Yeah.
or direct deposit sometime soon?
So you have currently you have these solutions, right? You have Ramp Network, you have Transact, you can, but the problem is with the US issue. So these solutions work today. I do buy directly via my credit card on Matic, on the Polygon network. I mean, but the problem is only with the US customers, and we are working with some teams. To rectify that as well. So on ramps is there even today. It's there.
That's perfect. Yeah.
No, awesome. So for us, we are in the stablecoin kind of space here. There's quite a few stablecoin projects out there right now, but what we're trying to do here at QiDao, hopefully it stands out for being Polygon native. What do you think that a stablecoin like QiDao can do for, or a stablecoin like Mematic can do for Polygon in general?
I think like the first when we started talking, I think it would bring, firstly, I think it would bring more utility for Matic holders, like like another revenue source maybe for Matic holders, which, as going by the day, it's increasing like crazy. You look at Etherscan, the number of holders are going crazy. So I think that's one utility that you guys are adding, similar to how ETH became more, how more utility was added to ETH back in 2019, 2020, the first DeFi summer, and going into the second DeFi summer for layer 2s now on Polygon, the second DeFi summer, QiDao. What I personally was super interested and would look forward to is that adding more utility to the Matic token, which is basically the Ethereum for Polygon network. So So providing loans and all those things, like minting Mematic. That Mematic can then be one of the, we can work to maybe then add more utility to the Mematic token. I think that's a very, very close relation. I think a native token, native stablecoin for the Polygon community. I think that would be very, very interesting. I mean, the use cases can be a lot, I think.
No, awesome. Thank you. No, that was wonderful. So I guess, how are we on time?
I think a couple of minutes, like maybe 5 or so. I think it would be great to hear from you about, who else do you think we should talk to within the community, or who do you think the community would like to hear from next, right, in one of these fireside chats?
Sorry, community should hear from?
No, yeah, I mean, so our plan is to do a lot more of these fireside chats upcoming in the future, right? And thank you for being the first one in hopefully a long series of them. Who would you like to see from the community be or take part in these fireside chats? If you had to pick somebody.
I think some of the dApp developers on Polygon. I mean, some of the dApps, like maybe some of the interesting dApps that are being built on Polygon. I mean, of course, like you have the big ones, but there are some interesting projects. Like I would have to think about who to name here, because there are so many.
Don't be afraid to name drop.
I mean, there are some good projects, right? There is Polywhale that has gained a lot of traction. There are a lot of farms. The BSC projects are coming here and building because they want to have a long term. Opium Finance is a great project. Oh yeah, Opium Finance is a very great project. You guys should check that out. That is now Polygon native and also building their insurance and options projects on Polygon because they want to be as close to Ethereum, but be a gasless space. So I like their products. I like the project that they're doing. So you can try speak with those guys. Opium Finance. Then who else? I mean, QuickSwap. Yeah, for sure. QuickSwap, Comet. These guys are great. Jerome from Comet, or any of the QuickSwap, Sameep, or all those guys. So it's a great. Or I think it should be a change. Like not. I think not everyone every time it should be someone from Polygon. So that's why.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're definitely going to take little snippets here and tag them to make sure that they hear it.
That's
a
good.
little bit of peer pressure here.
We want to have that inter-dApp dialogue as well, right? Yeah, as you said, not just like Polygon with the dApps, but also between us.
Yeah, and then to kind of start wrapping it up, and we want to be respectful of your time, and we know it's kind of getting late over there for you. Like what advice would you give to the people that are watching, the Polygon community in general?
I would say that this time it's the time for Ethereum, and it's the time for layer 2s. I think it's been long overdue. We saw people moving to different chains and different things. I think Ethereum is here to stay, and so Polygon would be the layer 2 solution to build this year, for sure. At least this year going ahead. Like layer 2s are here. If you are looking to build or even do your economic activity, buy, sell, whatever, you should definitely look into a layer 2, which is Polygon now. Look into Polygon, try out different things, try out these fast and gasless experience, and and just I think explore what all possibilities, what all different apps, games, NFT projects are there on Polygon, and we'll feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you out in any terms, in any possible project or anything. We'll be happy to get things rolling, basically.
What's the best way to reach out to y'all?
Twitter or Telegram if you have the ID. Twitter is fine. Twitter is fine. You can tag me. I think you already have. You have my ID. Twitter is fine. I think
Perfect. In your advice, I didn't hear you say to mint Mematic.
I think just quickly deploy things and start deploying and start. We can do some good stuff together in terms of marketing and all those things. But I would say that time is of the essence, and just quickly deploy and start moving things. That's what I would say.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Hamza. It was really, really a pleasure to speak to you. It was really a pleasure to get to know you a little bit more. I know that we've been messaging on Telegram quite often.
Yes.
But really getting to hear a little bit more about your story, how you came to Polygon, all the cool and exciting things that y'all have planned. I look forward to continuing to work in with y'all.
For sure.
And hope it was a pleasurable experience for you.
Oh, for sure. Like I love exploring what other projects are doing, and you guys have been we have been closely speaking for I think more than a month, more than 2 months. I don't remember when we started. Like I think we have been so communicating often. So I think just start moving quickly, and because the DeFi summer is here on Polygon, so you don't want to miss time. That's it.
Awesome.
Perfect. Few things to close out. One, we do have a giveaway. I'm sure that you've probably been seeing a scrolling banner at the bottom. So if you do participate, you will be entered to win. Another thing is QiDao is launched today. We are super excited about it. Go in there, start minting Mematic. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us on Twitter, on Discord, on Telegram. If you look up on the live site that you're on, you're going to see a little globe. Click that globe. All of our links are going to be there. Don't forget to also follow us so you can keep up to date on all of the progress. Thank you again, Hamza. And
thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for having me. It was a great chat. Fireside chat. Yes.
Yeah, can't miss it.
Yes.
All right, guys. Bye.
Take care. Bye.